Two of the most powerful smartphones today have finally met. The LG V10 sporting a dual display and rugged design versus the metal-clad Nexus 6P made by Huawei, which will come out better in our ultimate comparison. This is Jade from Manila Shaker, and this is our LG V10 versus Nexus 6P comparison. Now on design and build, the V10 slightly follows the footsteps of the G4 with rear buttons, rounded top and bottom, and thin bezels on front, making it easy to distinguish from the crowd. The Nexus 6P is very symmetric on the front with a camera hump on the back called the visor. It is one of the signature design elements of 6P aside from the fingerprint dimple and big Nexus logo on the back. The V10 is made from plastic while the back is textured Duraskin that feels rubbery in the hand. There are bars fitted on the V10, one on each side of the phone, adding sturdy and solid feel. The V10 is a bit heavy in the hand, but you really feel how well made it is with the back cover snugly fitted on the body with no creaks when pressed. It's also worth mentioning that V10 is shock-proof, giving you an extra peace of mind from accidental drops. The Nexus 6P is made by Huawei, featuring an all-aluminum and glass body with chamfered edges. Personally, it feels more premium than the LG V10, but it is true that it's more prone to scuffing and cracks when you accidentally dropped it. The fingerprint sensor in the Nexus 6P is faster and more accurate than the LG V10, especially when my fingers are sweaty. The 6P and its brother Nexus 5X have one of the best fingerprint scanners we've tried so far. The V10 has two displays. The main is a 5.7-inch Quad HD IPS panel covered in Gorilla Glass 4. The secondary display is 2.1-inch IPS panel. The secondary screen of the V10 is always on and provides shortcuts and notifications. On the other hand, the 6P has 5.7-inch Quad HD AMOLED panel covered in Gorilla Glass 4. So the V10 screen is pretty good. It's one of the best IPS panels out there. Honestly, it looks sharper when put side by side to the 6P. The color is accurate and contrast level is very high. On 6P, the AMOLED produces more saturated and punchy color, which we still prefer over the V10 due to the more vibrant output. For the camera, the LG V10 supports a 16-megapixel main sensor, laser focus, color spectrum sensor, and optical image stabilization. Almost the same as the G4 except on extra manual video controls. We have a 12-megapixel main sensor and laser focus on Nexus 6P. On daylight, photos from the Nexus 6P have more accurate color and white balance than on the V10. The photos on the V10 got some clippings on the white and you lose some details. The high dynamic range of the V10 looks better compared to the 6P. On the low light, photos really look excellent on the V10, whereas the 6P, there are a lot of noise and details are rough. The front-facing cameras of the V10 are both 5 megapixels. One has a wider lens, while we have an 8 megapixel on the 6P. Both records 4K ultra-high definition video. The optical image stabilization on the V10 helps a lot in eliminating undesirable movements. You'd notice that the video on 6P has a shakier shot. Quality is really good in both cameras. The LG V10 runs on Snapdragon 808 hexa-core processor with 4GB of RAM. The Nexus 6P runs on Snapdragon 810 octa-core with 3GB of RAM. There is not much difference in terms of speed and overall experience, except running switching apps and 6P is a bit faster. The Google Android 6.0 Marshmallow also offers cleaner interface, which makes the whole experience fluid. Battery life on both phablets is average. I got a day and a half on 6P and a day on V10 in moderate use. Video battery test is 8.5 hours on the V10 and 9 hours on the 6P. The V10 has removable 3000 mAh battery and a sealed 3450 mAh on 6P. The Nexus 6P uses USB Type-C for charging. You can fill the juice from 0 to 100% in 100 minutes. LG V10 charges faster at 80 minutes. Both devices support quick charging on Qualcomm. The Nexus 6P has a front-facing stereo speakers, while you have a single or mono speaker on the bottom of the LG V10. In terms of quality, the 6P does sound better than the V10. It is much louder, bass and vocals are stronger. Closing thoughts. Both are really powerful smartphones and being the best in their respective series. You can't really go wrong in any of the two, but I think the LG V10 has an edge on the camera primarily due to the manual control it offers. The Nexus 6P does have the best Android experience right now on top of the premium design, thanks to the stock Android Marshmallow. For the price, the base model of the Nexus 6P comes with a 32GB non-expandable storage and will cost you around $29,990 here in the Philippines. And it is cheaper than the V10 but storage is smaller compared to the 64GB expandable on the V10, which costs at $37,990. By the way, we are currently running Sony Xperia Z5 Compact giveaway in the Philippines, so if you're interested, check the link down on the description. So that's guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for the latest video comparison. This is JW Shaker, thanks for watching.